Welcome back to the ballpark. We apologize, we've had some technical difficulties, so we're going to be audio only here for a bit until we can get our camera feed restored. So we'll go back to a little bit of old-fashioned radio play-by-play here. So once again, Doc Allen coming to you from the campus of Lipscomb University, Akron and Lipscomb, getting the college baseball season underway here. We're headed to the bottom half of the first inning. Akron did not score after putting up one base hit in the top of the first inning. We'll go back and recap that. But standing in now to lead off for the Bisons, Maddox Houghton, facing the right-hander Connor Steinbaugh, and he swings and fouls the first pitch out of play. No balls and one strike. So in the top half of the first inning, the Zips started with Tate Wargo, who got down in a two-strike count and fouled off a number of pitches and then singled sharply up the middle. He was followed by a strikeout swinging to Cameron Benson, and then Nick Arrivo popped out to third base. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's also in there for a strike. 0-2 on Houghton. Wargo did manage to steal second base, but then Caleb Cantola came back with a big swinging strikeout of Bryant Schellenbarger to end the inning. So on the inning, there were no runs, one hit, no errors, and one man left on base for the Zips, as Connor Steinbaugh wastes a fastball outside. So the count now goes to 1-2 strikes on Bison's leadoff hitter Maddox Houghton. Again, due up for the Bisons here is Houghton, Lundgren, and Will Hoyt, facing the senior right-hander Connor Steinbaugh, and he throws an off-speed pitch that will stay high, and that'll even the count at 2 strikes. Again, bottom half of the first inning, Lipscomb and Akron kicking off the college baseball season here from Nashville. We're glad you're with us. We hope to have our video back up shortly. Until then, we'll give you our best radio play-by-play here from the field. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. Going back is Schellenbarger. Still going back. Looks up, and it's gone! Home run, Maddox Houghton. So Maddox Houghton kicks off the 2022 season for the Bisons in about the best imaginable way as he hits a 2-2 fastball over the right field fence. That ball kept carrying to the opposite field. Houghton, a right-handed hitter, and he gave it a good ride out there, and the Bisons take a quick 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning. That'll bring to the plate the designated hitter Mason Lundgren. Lundgren is a sophomore, transfer from Neosho County Community College, swings from the left side, and he looks at a fastball high for ball one. So in the Bisons lineup today, 5 new faces in the hitting lineup, and Mason Lundgren is one of those that we'll talk about as we get into our day. But first, the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball will get in there for a strike. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Defensively for the Zips, Reinhardt is at third, Benson at short, Wargo at second, Cavey at first. The outfield left to right is Granger, Arrivo, and Schellenbarger, as Lundgren swings through a fastball and is down 1-2 strikes. Doing the catching for the Zips is Jackson Haas, and again on the mound, the senior right-hander Connor Steinbaugh. Steinbaugh, a 5th year, 6-foot tall, 200-pounder, as Lundgren stays alive and fouls the pitch away. Steinbaugh is from Georgetown, Illinois. Went to Georgetown Ridge Farm High School. And he gets the start today for Akron and Coach Chris Sabo. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes due to Mason Lundgren. 1 run home already. The ball's tapped on the right side. It's going to stay fair and be picked up by Cavey, the first baseman, who will retire Lundgren unassisted. So Lundgren is out for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring to the plate Trace Wilhoit, getting the start at third base today for the Bisons. Wilhoit, another new face. He's a true freshman, 6'3", 200-pounder out of Georgetown, Kentucky. And a guy that the Bisons coaching staff is very high on, has really hit the ball well, been one of their most consistent hitters through fall and spring, per Coach Jeff Forehand. And so he's batting in the 3-hole today, and he looks at the first pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Again, our dimensions here at Ken Dugan Field: 330 down the foul lines, 375 to the power alleys, 400 to deep center field, symmetric ballpark. And the 0-1 is a breaking ball that's going to stay inside for a ball and a strike. Chilly day at the ballpark, 37 degrees at game time, but it's bright blue skies with full sunshine. The real field temperature is 31 degrees, though. We've got a strong north-northwest wind at 9 miles per hour. That's blowing out towards dead center field. I don't think that helped that ball that Houghton hit a whole lot, though. It was hit on the line. but that wind is something to keep an eye on. Here comes the 1-1. It's a fastball, and Will Hoyt's going to foul it back to the screen for 1-2 strike count. Our umpires today, Stephen Hagan is behind home plate, David Mayberry at first, and Jordan Farrell at third base. As again, everyone excited to get opening day underway. Good crowd on hand here. If you're still in the area, please come out and take in some college baseball. The 1-2 is hit down the right field line, but foul. That looked like an elevated breaking ball that Lundgren fought, or rather Will Hoyt fought off. And the count will remain 1-2 strikes. Again, Akron from the Mid-American Athletic Conference coming off a 15-36 season, finishing 8-32 in conference play last year. Third-year coach Chris Sabo, the former Cincinnati Reds great, former Rookie of the Year in pro baseball, and a well-known name. And those of you that followed pro baseball for many years, he's in his third season as Akron's head coach. And here comes the 1-2 to Will Hoyt. Fastball hit foul down the left field line this time. Coach Forehand waves at it from the third base box but doesn't have a play. And the count will remain 1-2 strikes. These two teams playing a 3-game series here this weekend. Single games on Saturday and Sunday. And so if you're in the area, please come out and take in some college baseball. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball did not go. It was just off the outside corner. Great location on that pitch from Steinbaugh. And Will Hoyt was able to hold up, and that'll make the count 2-2 strikes. Really well executed pitch there by the fifth-year senior Connor Steinbaugh, but he didn't get the call, and first base umpire David Mayberry said he did not go. So here comes the 2-2. Swung on and hit in the air towards left field. Going back is Granger, and he's going to make the catch on the line. So Will Hoyt hit it well, but he'll be retired for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up first baseman Malik Williams. Williams, a familiar name to Bison fans. This is his third year on campus here, transfer from Johnson County Community College. Big 6'4", 231-pounder playing first base today. Williams, the leading hitter for the Bisons last year, hit .320, had 2 homers and 23 RBIs. And he'll bat now with 2 outs and the base is empty, bottom half of the first inning. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back, 0-1. And Williams, one of those guys who's a threat with power, but also can spray the ball around to different fields. Someone who's really matured at his hitter in his time as a hitter here on campus. He came in as sort of a pure pull power hitter and now has learned to use and hit to all fields. Here comes the 0-1. He swings through a breaking ball there, and it's 0-2. So Steinbaugh's done a good job coming back and settling down after giving up the leadoff home run to Houghton. He got a ground out to first and a line drive to left field, and he's got Malik Williams in an 0-2 hole. He swings and taps one foul. Again, that looked like a slider that was on the inside part. And Williams will stay alive at 0-2 strikes. Again, great crowd on hand today here for opening day. The Akron brought a number of fans. Great turnout from the Bison faithful. Everybody's bundled up watching this ball game. Williams hammers this down the third base line, but it's foul. That looked like an elevated fastball that was up in his eyes, and he turned on it and ripped it down the third base line. Foul. Again, the count will remain 0-2 strikes. I think one of the good progressions of Malik as a hitter is how he has become a more disciplined hitter with 2 strikes, looking to get things fouled off. And again, just like that, he does it again, fouling off an outside fastball to keep the count at 0-2 strikes. He really knows the strike zone, uses good discipline, and then when he gets down to 2 strikes, he certainly will stay up there and fight, keep himself alive, and shift that approach, as we mentioned, away from the power pull hitter to covering all fields. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another breaking ball fouled out to the right side. And that's 4 straight foul balls for Williams to illustrate the point we were just talking about there. So he stays alive. Rudy Maxwell is on deck if Malik Williams can reach. Playing in the bottom half of the first inning, Lipscomb leads Akron 1-0. Here comes the 0-2. Didn't mean to check swing, and again, we'll tap it foul. That was a breaking ball that stayed up in the zone, and Malik just turned and got it off the end of the bat, and it rolls foul on first base side. And so 5 straight foul balls for Malik. Steinbaugh, a big power-looking right-hander. Again, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, very solidly built. High 3/4 arm delivery. So far, he showed us a good command of a fastball. He's got a slider and looks like a changeup. And here comes the 0-2, and that's a fastball outside. That'll be a ball and 2 strikes. So the count will be a ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here comes the pitch to Williams. He swings and flares this down the right field line. Schellenberger giving chase, still giving chase, still giving chase, and it'll fall out of his reach down into the right field corner. That was a fastball in the outside corner that Williams fought off. So great at bat in progress for Williams here. Gotta like what you're seeing from this 5th-year senior, who is again first base today for the Bisons, and he's trying to keep this first inning alive after the leadoff home run by Maddox Houghton, and then 2 outs from Lundgren and Will Hoyt. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, and again fouled back. So Williams is not going down without a fight, and at this point Steinbaugh is probably starting to wonder, what do I got to do to get this guy out of there? I'm throwing him everything in my arsenal, but good job, good battle between a fine right-handed pitcher and a good right-handed hitter here. Outfield is straight away and deep. Infield also in normal positions. And here comes the 1-2. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Revo going back, still going back, still going back. Looks up at the warning track, and it's gone! Home run! So Malik Williams, an incredible at-bat there. Fought off about 7 or 8 foul balls in a row, and then he took a 1-2 fastball over the center field fence, the deepest part of the ballpark, over the 400-foot sign. I don't think Revo saw it well off the bat, but I don't think it would have mattered. That one was cleared with plenty of distance, and the Bisons have 2 runs in the inning on 2 home runs, one by Maddox Houghton and one by Malik Williams, and that'll bring Rudy Maxwell to the plate. Maxwell is a graduate transfer from Duke, a local youngster, grew up here in Nashville, went to Innsworth High School, and he'll get his first at-bat for a Bison, and he swings to a fastball, no balls, and 1 strike. Maxwell in left field today. He'll share catching duties throughout the season with Chaz Bernalani, but a fine addition to the Bison's program here that Coach Forehand and staff are excited about. And the 0-1 is hit in the air to right center field. Schellenberger going back, still going back, looks up onto the wall, and that's gone! 3rd home run of the inning. This one by Rudy Maxwell. So Rudy Maxwell has a memorable at-bat as his first at-bat as a Bison. He hits the 3rd home run of the inning, and that's going to bring out for a conference to the mound Coach Corey Mee. So again, the inning started with Maddox Houghton. He got into a 2-2 count and hit a pitch over the right field wall for a solo home run. Lundgren followed with a ground out to first base. Will Hoyt lined out to left field. And then Malik Williams with an extended at-bat where he fouled off about 8 pitches in a row after he was down 2 strikes. And then he got a fastball over the heart of the plate. He hit it out to dead center field. And that brought Rudy Maxwell to the plate. And he hit the second pitch he saw, a fastball out over the right center field wall. And that's the 3rd Bison home run of the inning, and so Lipscomb is leading 3-0. So you got to like what you're seeing from the top half of this lineup here. Again, some new faces in there, and they're having a memorable start. And speaking of new faces, here comes another one, second baseman David Coppage. Coppage is a redshirt freshman, a transfer from University of Virginia, 6'1", 185 pounds from Chesterfield, Virginia. And he'll stand in now, 2 outs, bases empty, 3 runs home in the inning for the Bisons. And a breaking ball gets in there for a strike, 0-1 to Coppage. No action yet down in the Zips bullpen, so Steinbaugh just trying to settle in, get in a rhythm here. As he's made some excellent pitches, but the Bisons have battled and grinded out some at-bats, and that ball's hit in the air towards center field. This one's going to stay in the yard. Revo's drifting back, a couple steps in front of the warning track, and he will retire Coppage for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Bisons strike and strike hard. They get 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 solo home runs. There was no one left on base. And at the end of 1 inning, your score, Lipscomb 3, Akron 0. You're listening to Lipscomb Bisons Baseball on YouTube Live.